There's a rapper named Lil Tony who did an interview with Bryce Crawford, and he reveals that he was given the opportunity to get riches and fame by doing some rituals. Okay. And the crazy thing about this is that he's not the only one that has had a story that is similar to this. Okay. He's not the only one. And there's a lot of people that believe that his story is true because of some people that have been following him for a while have said that this story is consistent and he has not changed it since he first brought it out. Okay. I think this is pretty crazy because it just lets you know how Satan works, how the music industry works, and that the people that we see at the top, a lot of them have done things to get there. Okay. A lot of them have done things for the devil to get there. But I want to show you guys exactly what he's talking about. Let's go ahead and hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and hop in.
You had an encounter with the devil?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. Can you like...
They booked me for a photo shoot. This is what made me start getting into God right before I got locked up again.
Yeah.
This is how I knew God was talking to me though. I was straddling the fence still on belief. This is why I was telling you I didn't know what to believe because I was getting into all the spirituality. I ain't know what to believe, and God sent me a real encounter, so I went up. I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. They got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them like, how y'all get all this money? How y'all do this? They like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. I'm like, no, you don't, bro. I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, nah, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic ritual? He say, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him. Like, bro, you playing game. Like, why y'all playing with me? Stop playing. Like, how y'all getting this money? He like, bro, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang? He was like, he giving me a list of people who all did it. I'm gonna keep it PG-13.
He said Leonardo DiCaprio does the initiations. Okay. That's a bold statement to make on someone. If you guys know who that is, he's a prominent actor. He's been in the game for a long time, right? He's done a lot of big movies. He's saying that Leonardo DiCaprio does the initiations. Okay. So that's a bold statement to make against someone. That's a bold claim to make. So let's just keep that in the back of our heads. Okay. Let's continue on.
13. He was basically saying either you let him peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell him what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody. And all you gotta let them do is just do what they want to do to you. Just for a night. Do some gay, basically do some gay. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, you playing, man. You playing. So I'm still not trying to believe this. And he like, this when they get to laughing, they like, oh, we need to take him to the booty club. Stop playing with me, bro. He like, bro, I can make it happen. Now, while they doing all this, I'm trying to call my Uber. We on top of the mountain though. So I don't got no service. So I'm like, all right, I see which one needs to work on me. They take off. The people who booked me, they take off. Like I tell them, I'm like, all right, y'all can take me to y'all Korean barbecue. I'm telling them this, cause they was telling me, they was like, when I start calling my Uber, my flight was finna take off. They was like, man, your flight finna take off anyway. Let us just get you a hotel and you can come get some food at our Korean barbecue. I'm like, at first I was like, nah. But then I ain't had no service to get downstairs. I mean, get down the hill.
Right.
So I'm telling them, take me down to the bottom of the mountain. When I'm not telling them this, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna let them take me to the Korean barbecue. Then when we get down there, I'm just call me an Uber and go. So I tell them, like, take me down to a Korean barbecue. They like, okay, Shmoo, good, okay, boom. The people who booked me left. After they leave, I'm in the car with the other dude that they called up to have a photo shoot with me or take pictures, because he come up and he like to take pictures with celebrities to make him look like he was rich or famous. I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. This man, as we going down, see, on the way up, we go all the way up, like in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain.
Yeah.
On the way down, we take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. So I'm like, what the hell? So then that's what I try. I'm like, okay. I'm like, take me to go get some McDonald's, gang. I want to go get some McDonald's. He said, we not gonna take you to get no McDonald's. We spent all this money to get you up here. This face change, gang. In front of me, you see Venom? Like,
Yeah, like
Spider-Man?
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Kind of like that. It wasn't like OD, like long, like veins, OD long out his face. It was probably about this wide. Like, face changed. I'm like, what the? Like, it's probably about like right here. Like, all I can say, bro, it was like, kind of like the Sandman. Like how you'll see somebody morph into something.
Yeah.
It's like that. It threw me all the way off. So I'm confused now. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to get out the car. I would have been got out the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you gotta push to get up out of there.
Gotcha.
So he backing in. Now he backing into somebody driveway. He smack our mailbox. So now he hit the button and he get up out of there. He hit the button and get up out of there. I see the button. I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him. I'm like, hey, bro, let me get in the back of your truck. He looking at me like, oh, yeah, no. I look at him. I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck. Bro. Like, please, just take me down. Take me down to the bottom. Please, just take me down to the bottom. It was God. He took me down to the bottom. Like, if I were him, I wouldn't have took me down to the bottom. Some random trying to get in the back of my truck. Yeah.
So by now, there's probably going to be some people that are thinking that this story is fabricated, right? And I cannot confirm that this story is 100% true. But what I can say is that this story is consistent to other stories. And I'm going to show you that, okay? But let's not forget what happened to people like Terry Crews going to parties, right? Going to a party and getting groped. And he actually, took the man to court and all that for that. There's a lot of people in the industry that talk about, these parties, these initiations, these rituals that you have to do in order to get some type of notoriety in the industry. Okay, so it's not too far off if you think about actually the cases that are up against certain people and the things that we've heard in the past before. Okay, but let's continue on.
He took me down to the bottom and I called an Uber and I just left. The whole thing was just, I felt it in my spirit. As soon as I got up to the top of that mountain, it was something off.
Something wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've never seen no motion like that. Like, where I'm from, like, 100,000, that's smooth. Like, we hunt, that's hood rich. You get you 100,000, you up 100,000, get you a nice car, a little spot, you good. But these folk having real money.
So you knew, like, based on their stats, like, there was something wrong.
It wasn't even that. It was the fact of how, when I got up there, first of all, that whole mountain just felt funny. Then, when it was time for me to go, it started kicking in. When I was trying to get my Uber and I seen that they had me at the top of the mountain, no service, no nothing. And they came up here. Out of everybody, they came up to the one spot. I'm like, man, hell no.
You knew something was off.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because you even then, like, you knew from that moment, like, man, I can't be doing that. Even before you were fully submitted to Christ. And now looking back on it, it's crazy how, like, the devil will overplay his hand. And then you, like, literally, this guy's like, we do demonic rituals and it's like normal. And you're like, what? That's crazy. And now you're serving the Lord and you're just like, dude, these guys, I think there's a big encouragement there just to let, like, our battle's not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And I really believe the devil's overplaying his hand now. And
he definitely is. That's basically what I was saying, though. I just wanted to give my testimony. The reason I'm telling this story is because it comes from me. Like, where I'm from, I ain't gonna say necessarily believe in the devil, but we don't really pay attention to the devil. Like, it's not big. We trying to get some money and stay out of the way. That's it. Get some money, get fly, stay out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For me to actually see that in my face, I was just, that's what made me know that the devil and God was real. But that's what made me start to understand what is the real God. Since the devil real, what is the real God? I was done it 2 years ago, but that was like a year and a half. But within this year and a half, that's what's been getting me closer to God. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, because you saw the darkness.
I seen it.
And now you're in the light with Jesus.
This is why I have to use my influence for good, like how you doing. Because the only thing that's important is winning souls.
So this interview right here is a little old. It's a rapper named Ali Vegas, and he spoke about some of the things that takes place in the music industry, where artists are forced or they're encouraged to do certain things in order to get to a certain level in the music industry. Okay, so let's check out what he has to say.
When they, you know what I mean, like what they do is this is what they do, like, and they know what they do with the artists is easy. They send the stylist at them first.
Yeah, yeah.
And if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party, and that's when they be like, yo, look, when you go in here, it's gonna be some, you know what I mean? It's a at the door.
Okay, now look, what Ali Vegas is doing to you right now, he's giving you the game of how these be getting turned the fuck out in this shit.
Like,
they've tried to put this tight shirt on you.
That's what they do.
And if you wear the shirt,
they like, oh, he ready.
He with it.
That's you telling them like, yeah, I'm ready. And then next thing you know, you get invited to the party where the greeting is the man squeezing your.
Whoa.
I'm telling you.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm telling them like, yo, son, like, it's so crazy because I always tell them, like, my cousins would be like, yo, son, like, you that guy, like, why you? I'm like, bro, I don't want it that bad.
So, all right, let's keep it a buck. Did you actually see get twisted to that other side?
You go to that, you go to that party. Like, if you ain't turning around and you see everybody, you seeing everybody walk through the joint. I mean, the thuggish, you see them walking, you like, you in the parking lot, like, on your way out, like, yo, son, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, I know.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, yo, nah, that's some wild shit. Nah.
You know
I'm just gonna go check it out.
Okay, so you heard what he said, that, you know, you go to these parties and they try to test you. They try to initiate you, see if you're down to do some things, right, to get a certain role, a certain position, or a certain record deal. And, you know, this seems to be exactly what happened to Terry Crews. Terry Crews is going to tell a quick story about how he went to a party and, you know, someone did some things to him at the party, but he ended up leaving the party, you know, getting offended and took it to court. Okay. But let's listen to this, because this seems to be consistent to what Ali Vegas was saying about the parties, and even what the other rapper was saying about, you know, some of the things that they do to try to initiate you. But let's check this out.
Sexual assault is a crime. It is a crime. You cannot violate a person's personal boundaries.
Terry Crews, the former NFL linebacker turned actor, adding his voice to the tidal wave of people sharing their claims of sexual assault in Hollywood.
And people say, well, man, you should just laugh it off. You should just forget it. You know, no, I'm not going to forget it.
Crews is known for his comedic macho roles on the hit TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I just happen to be a great person who's naturally beloved by all.
Or the shirtless, boisterous Old Spice pitchman.
You smell so manly, scientists will want to study your manliness.
But he says his tough guy persona didn't prevent him from becoming the victim of a powerful man.
I was assaulted by Adam Bennett, who was the head of the motion picture department at William Morris Endeavor.
In February of 2016, Crews says he and the Hollywood super agent Adam Bennett were at the same party. Bennett has represented some of Hollywood's biggest names: Liam Hemsworth, Emma Stone, Sylvester Stallone, Eddie Murphy, and Adam Sandler.
You're talking about a very, very powerful man who has access to studio heads. What they do affects every part of the business, from producers, writers, actors. They own finance companies, the whole thing.
And did you know him before the party?
And I did not know him. I heard of him. We had never, ever even had a conversation, okay? So I just heard, and actually, I was actually looking forward to meeting him.
But instead of a professional meet and greet, Crews claims Bennett leered at him from across the room.
And he looked me in my eyes, and he was sticking his tongue out overtly sexually to me. I mean, it was no mistake that this was a sexual type tongue move. And I'm thinking it's a joke. I'm thinking, is this how this guy breaks the ice? I don't understand what this is.
Confused, Crews said he reached out to shake his hand.
I reached my hand out, and he takes his right hand and under mine and immediately grabs my genitals and I'm jumping back like, hey, whoa. And he jumps back and he still does this tongue stuff. and he's making weird noises, and then he comes back again and grabs me again. And I slap his hand away, push him back more forcefully, and I'm like, what are you doing?
According to
That sounds very consistent to what the other rapper was saying. That sounds consistent to all the stories. And it's crazy, man. He went to this party. He went to the party expecting to, create some partnerships, see some new people. And this seems like it was an initiation. Seems like it was an initiation. And he even, after he jumped back, the dude still was sticking his tongue out at him, making crazy faces. You hearing it from Terry Crews himself. Like, that's demonic. That is crazy. That's not normal human behavior. And, I don't know how Terry Crews is today, but it seems like he fought back. And you know what? I think they allowed him to fight back because they didn't want some people to get exposed, more people that are in high positions. You heard him. He said this man's very powerful. He owns finance companies. He controls every aspect of a movie. So everyone goes to him, right? He's a high authority in the production of movies and stuff like that. And he took it upon himself to do this. I think it was an initiation. That's what it looked like to me. But I do think that it's important to expose exactly what's taking place in these industries, because there are a lot of people that have hopes and dreams of getting into these spots in these industries, but they don't know that there is a dark side to what is happening in Hollywood and that it takes a lot from you, okay? And so it's important to expose this stuff, and we got to call this stuff out and stand firm on the word of God, and we have to let people know that, there is some things that are taking place, some spiritual wars, right? Some spiritual plans in high places that are against God and his people, and that are trying to take people away from the light, and they're trying to bring them into the darkness, okay? And we need to expose that. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section. All right, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name's Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.